I thought that we'd have a little chat about oils, massage oils today, and I've invited the wonderful Donna Eddy, and both of us are massage therapists. Donna does many more things than I do, but I thought that today we'd talk about oils and lubricants. I've used many over the last 30 plus years, and I guess Donna, you've been around for a fair while too now.
22 now.
22 years, so we've been using different oils, different lubricants for different reasons. Back in the old days, that's the old days, I guess when I started, we used to use something called ghee, which is nasty on the skin, and we also used to use powder as well. So things have changed over the years, but I've got a list here of different lubricants and different things that I've used, and Donna will give her input, I guess, into what she thinks about them all. And how we've used them. The first one here is grapeseed, and gee, I've used grapeseed for a long time. I did use grapeseed for a really long time, probably 2 decades. What about you?
We started with that. Grapeseed and sweet almond were what we were introduced to when we started.
Yes, yeah. So grapeseed's a really old one. It's not pressed. It's made with solvent. So I kind of look at this as being fairly important with the kind of oils that go onto your client's skin. That's why I've moved from grapeseed, but we'll come to that in a moment. It's not really good for aromatherapy, or so the aromatherapists say. They don't use it so much. What's your idea on that?
I'm not into the aromatherapy side, so I can't comment on that.
And that's what I've been told, that it's not so good for aromatherapy, although some people have used it as something to put their essential oils into. The second one here is H2 oil, a water dispersible oil. This one is really Australian made. I won't mention any brands in this YouTube clip, but it's suffice to say it's been really popular, particularly in Victoria. But H2 oil is water dispersible, which means it has a surfactant in it. And the surfactant is there, so it's water dispersible, so it's really good removing it from your towels. So have you used that, Donna?
No, I looked at it, but because I moved into the acupuncture side of things, I was using a lot less oil anyway. Yeah.
Look, I've used it, but I find that because I use thermal stones as well as with my massage, I use my oil to warm my oil up into the container for the stones, and using the dispersible oil leaves a milky residue in your heating unit, which I found a little bit distasteful. Also, it kind of indicates that it's chemical in some way. So I didn't use it for very long, but I know some people really like it. It makes your towels last a lot longer and much easier to get out. And as some people say, it means that you don't get fires in your dryer. So that's one good thing about it. The sweet almond oil, you've used that, Donna?
Yeah, it's quite thick.
Okay.
I find it quite thick.
Yeah, non-allergenic, which I think is a positive as well. Sometimes you can find some of these oils, even grapeseed, to be a little allergenic reactive. Yeah. So sweet almond, I used to use sweet almond many years ago, but you're still using sweet almond sometimes? No.
No, at one of the colleges they do.
Yeah. Look, by the same token, apricot oil as well. Apricot oil is really good for aromatherapy, and I find that aromatherapists really like apricot oil. The thing about apricot oil and sweet almond is they're a little thicker, and that's something that I find difficult because I prefer a much thinner oil. Some massage therapists like different grades of oils.
Different clients, different hair.
Different hair, exactly, and also reactive on the skin. If you're not sure about some of these oils that you're using in massage, just use a little test strip and see if it's okay. If it's got nut product in it, you've also got to be really careful. The next one, my favourite, I'm going to say this right out loud. Coconut oil is my number one, and I really enjoy it. There are two different types. There's the organic type of coconut oil, and there's unrefined. Now, unrefined still has that really nice smell of coconut, but I don't use it. I use the more organic style of coconut oil. Of course, at room temperature, it's a solid, so you need to warm it up before you use it. Have you used coconut oil very much?
That's my go-to, and they've now got a product that is actually liquid at room temperature.
Okay.
And you can get that at the supermarket, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, coconut oil is my go-to, and I'll mention brands. Emerald Balm. I use those two together all the time. I like the thickness of the Emerald Balm and the slip of the coconut oil. And coconut oil's antibacterial, antifungal. And when I'm teaching reflexology, I don't do aromatherapy, I use powder, back to the old days.
Yes.
And we use the coconut oil if anyone's got anything on their skin. The students put gloves on and we use coconut oil to help clean up the skin for the client. But they're my go-to.
I just love coconut oil, and it's really great to use. I put coconut oil into a container and then into my heating unit for stones. So it's really warmed up, it's really lovely on the skin. And roll the stone in it as well. In later YouTube clips, I'm going to be showing you how to use thermal stone and how you might use coconut oil in your thermal stone preparation. The coconut oil then, that's my go-to. Donna seems to be pretty much sold on it as well, and I love the idea that she's using Emerald Balm. This is a great product, and
nice combo.
Nice combo. Jojoba oil, antibacterial. Jojoba oil can be really expensive. It fluctuates in price, doesn't it? But jojoba oil, I suggest you use it sometimes, because it's just it's a beautiful smelling oil, and it's a lovely oil. No problems with issues of skin and that kind of thing.
Yep.
Look, there's a few other things that I've mentioned. The little I will mention waxes. Now these waxes, I saw waxes over in New Zealand, like 15 years ago, and they showed me how to make balms. And these balms are great for massage. Doesn't give much slip, but if you're doing a sports massage session, a remedial session, sports massage, it can be really useful. So yeah, you can make your own too. Just wax and an oil and melt it down. And I've seen therapists use just the syringes to make up their oils, and they keep them on their holsters and things like that. So that's a rundown then of some of the major oils that massage therapists use. The wax balm, the last one. Cocoa butter's not bad. Smells like chocolate. So you don't use too much of it. You get people they love it because it smells so nice. But I only use it if I'm going to use it. I'll use it in the spa situation. Actually, I've used it a lot. Indulgent, yeah.
Same with the jojoba.
The jojoba as well, yeah. Sesame oil, I've never used it. But I know it's one of the massage oils that people like to use. And avocado oil, of course it's green, so it matches Emerald Balm really well. I've never used avocado oil, but I thought I'd mention those. So look, there's a rundown. Thank you for watching this episode of Mostly Massage YouTube channel. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you did and you'd like to comment, then down the bottom you'll find a place where you can do that, or even ask me a question, or of course give us suggestions to something you'd like to see. In the meantime, if you're working in your clinic and you'd like something new to try, or if you have tried it already, get some more of it, It's Emerald Balm, and this is a wonderful preparation that's great for lower back pain and headaches and all kinds of things, and being very popular in clinic. So you might like to have a look at that. You can find that available at my website, mostlymassage.com. Go there and go to the website, and you can get that online. I hope you liked us, and if you did like us today, then give us a like. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.